All Harry Potter actors loved their time on the set and have fond memories of it. But there were also moments that annoyed or scared them.
Bloody hell!
Which scene did Emma Watson dread the most?
You laugh. This is actually quite traumatic for me.
Why did Daniel Radcliffe hate filming Quidditch? And what made Tom Felton worry about his hair?
Kind of scary.
Emma Watson. Being quite similar to Hermione, she enjoyed playing the all-beloved know-it-all. And most of all, she loves the line that shows the entire essence of Miss Granger.
I'm going to bed before either of you come up with another clever idea to get us killed, or worse, expelled.
Emma still remembers how she felt that day on the set.
And I remember just getting so much joy out of saying that. Just seemed like the wittiest, cleverest line.
It certainly is very clever and utterly memorable. Besides, Emma loved doing her stunts, especially by the end of the series. But the final film also brought her the scene the actress dreaded the most. It was the kiss with Rupert Grint.
Because we're doing the kiss this week between Ron and Hermione.
What?
Doing the kiss between Ron and Hermione in
This
the
week?
in the Chamber of Secrets.
Kissing him felt like a disaster because they were like brother and sister in real life.
Rupert was like, I don't know how we're going to do it. And I was like, I've got no idea either.
It required many takes and a lot of awkward laughter. But when they finally did it, Emma said it wasn't that bad.
It was good. He's a nice kisser.
And what did the Ron actor think about the scene? Rupert Grint. He also felt awkward but wasn't that anxious. I'll be honest with you, it's not something I'd say I'm dreading. Emma's a pretty girl, Rupert commented. For him, the hardest Potter-related thing was dealing with the fame. Overwhelmed with his phenomenal popularity, Grint even thought of leaving the franchise at some point. Filming Harry Potter was a massive sacrifice, the actor said. Thankfully for all of us, he changed his mind and kept playing Ron. We can't imagine anyone else at his place, really. And looking back, he can say that he enjoyed filming. Rupert fondly recalls a few moments from the franchise. It includes his answer to Emma's favorite line.
She needs to sort out her priorities.
He also loved Ron's signature word.
I remember saying, I say bloody a lot. No, I always got a thrill from saying bloody because it was kind of like a rude word.
Bloody hell! Bloody hell!
Bloody hell, Harry.
And the director, David Yates, reminded Rupert about another line from the final film.
You shout as you're chasing Draco. That's my girlfriend, you numpties.
Yeah.
Which is really sweet.
Yeah, that's a good one. And what about the lead actor? Daniel Radcliffe. For him, the best moments from the Harry Potter set were the ones he shared with Gary Oldman. Dan even said that his favorite franchise movies were the third and fifth ones, and largely, it was thanks to the serious actor. Like their characters in the movies, they bonded in real life. In many ways, Gary became a teacher for Dan. He told the boy about his acting experience and helped him polish his skills.
That's pretty good going out on stage work. Yeah, I did stage as well. I would do a movie stage, a movie stage, movie stage.
Oldman also taught his young colleague to play Come Together on guitar.
He's a really sweet, sweet man.
At the same time, Dan was much less excited about filming his Quidditch scenes. That's right, while Harry loved flying on a broomstick more than anything, Dan actually dreaded those moments. Probably that's because he wasn't really flying. Besides, filming one scene of Quidditch took hours as they needed multiple angles. Sitting on a broomstick for that long would get tiring. And if you remember, Dan had many of those scenes.
I never felt cool at any point.
And what about his on-screen wife, Bonnie Wright? The Ginny actress loved her very first line.
Platform 9 3/4 with good luck to Harry.
Interestingly, it wasn't initially in the script and was only added on the set. The line meant a lot to Bonnie, especially as the series came to an end. Her final scene in the Deathly Hallows was right at that spot, on platform 9 3/4.
That was the beginning, and I ended on the same set, the end of the journey, so it was a complete cycle.
Another fact added even more meaning to it all. In her first scene, Bonnie was 10, and when they filmed the epilogue, the girl who played her daughter, Lily Potter, was also 10. With all those coincidences, it certainly must have felt cool. What didn't feel that good was the pressures of fame. Being a child star took a toll on the young actress. Bonnie commented that having paparazzi follow her and post her photos was too much to handle. That was probably part of why she left acting soon after the franchise was over. Meanwhile, her co-star could say that the Harry Potter series boosted her body image. Fana Lynch. She's always been a super fan of the franchise. Before landing the role of Luna, Ivana spent years writing to J.K. Rowling. She became the book author's pen pal, an inspiration for creating this peculiar character. And the young lady can certainly thank the series for saving her life. The thing is, she battled with an eating disorder, and playing Luna got her on the path of recovery. And she loved her very first scene the most.
I like You're Just As Sane As I Am.
Her delivery of the line was also perfect in the film.
It just gives no comfort at all to whoever she says it to.
She's so right. And interestingly, she has another favorite line, which wasn't Luna's.
Of course it's happening inside your head, Harry. Why should that mean that it's not real?
Yeah, that's Dumbledore's final line. For Ivana, it became a life motto that meant anything you imagine can become real.
I love that. I feel like that's a perfect one for anyone who's an artist or in the arts.
But there was something that disappointed the actress on the set. When she joined the cast, Lynch expected all young actors to have a crush on each other. It sounded really fun, but it didn't happen. Everyone had kind of grown out of their crushes, and they were moving on to, people in the outside world, and I felt that, damn, I missed all the drama, Ivana said. But she managed to find a solution by having a crush on everyone herself. I was like, I'll just fancy them all, she said. Well, that sounds fun. Now let's move on to the next star, Matthew Lewis. For him, the best line by Neville was in the second film.
When he's hanging from the chandelier and he says, "Why is it always me?"
And here's why he likes it so much.
I think it was just a line that really, for 10 years, really summed up Neville.
There were times on the set when Matthew thought the same thing about himself. You remember how puberty changed the actor? At some point, he got all toned up and handsome, which made him look less like Neville. So to keep playing him, Matthew had to wear a fat suit and fake teeth. And here's what he thought about it all. There were girls on set. I was a bit like, why me? No one knows I'm wearing this damn thing. They all just think I'm fat. Yeah, that's quite a struggle. And his co-star also had a challenge related to his looks. Tom Felton. Did you know that he has a much darker hair color than Draco? So he had to dye his hair blonde for years and repeat the procedure every 10 days. That was quite an ordeal for his locks. And at some point, Tom was genuinely scared for it, but thankfully, it ended well. The worst thing was dyeing my hair blonde. It built some superhuman resistance, but it seems to have survived. On the other hand, the actor loved how his character dressed.
I really like my suit. Draco was not one for casual dressing.
That's true, as he did get to wear the fanciest clothes. Another thing Tom liked was Draco's battle scenes, like the one in The Half-Blood Prince.
They rigged the whole bathroom literally with explosives. So every time we did this with the wand, something else blew up, which is good for us. Very, very exciting.
And what about his favorite line? Tom surely has one. It's the phrase he says after Draco gets attacked by Buckbeak.
My father will hear about this. That's one of my...
Quite a predictable answer, huh? And now we have an honorable mention of the actor we recently lost. Michael Gambon. The Dumbledore actor passed away on September 27th. A few years before that, he retired from acting on stage and then in movies, all because he had memory issues. It appears that when he starred in Harry Potter, these problems had already begun. Since Gambon often had a hard time memorizing his speeches, to help him, the crew would put his lines on big boards so he could read them. But these issues didn't prevent Michael from enjoying his time on the set. And the line he held close to his heart was very simple.
My favourite line is when I appear as a ghost on the station platform and I say Harry, and I felt like crying.
Many Harry Potter fans probably felt the same way. And what was your most and least favorite moment from the Harry Potter series? Share in the comments below and then watch our other videos about the franchise.